The rain had finally eased to a drizzle, and the city streets glistened under the weak glow of the streetlights. I saw the headlights of the number 13 bus approaching and flagged it down. The doors hissed open, and I climbed aboard, shaking the damp from my coat. It was late, past midnight, and I was the only one getting on. I paid my fare and found a seat near the back. The bus pulled away from the curb, its engine a low, constant hum. I leaned my head against the cool glass, watching the familiar city lights blur past. A few minutes turned into 10, then 20. I started to notice something was wrong. We hadn't stopped, not once. We just kept rolling, passing stop after stop without even slowing down. I looked around. There were maybe half a dozen other passengers scattered throughout the bus. None of them moved. They stared straight ahead, their faces pale and expressionless, like mannequins in a forgotten department store. The city outside looked empty. No cars, no pedestrians, just dark buildings and silent streets. A thick fog was rolling in, swallowing the world behind us. A cold dread began to creep up my spine. I stood up and cautiously walked towards the front. "Excuse me, driver," I called out. No response. I got closer. His face was hidden in shadow, his hands gripping the wheel so tightly his knuckles were white. The destination sign above him flickered, the letters rearranging themselves until they spelled out 2 words: last stop. My heart hammered against my ribs. I stumbled back towards my seat, and my blood ran cold. My own reflection in the window wasn't moving with me. It was still sitting there, staring out at the empty streets, just like all the others. I was trapped. The bus finally shuddered to a halt, not at a stop, but in the middle of a barren, foggy wasteland. The engine died, and the silence was deafening. Then, in perfect unison, the other passengers stood up, their heads turned slowly, their empty eyes locking onto me. The driver turned around, a chilling, skeletal smile stretching across his face. "Welcome," he rasped, his voice like gravel and dust. "Room for one more." The doors hissed shut, the engine roared back to life, and the bus continued its endless journey into the night.